everybody, welcome to our modern class. Today's tutorial is about a hot topic of survival analysis. Means censoring and truncations.
I'm no censor.
But maybe you have a question. What's the unique properties of this tutorial than another tutorial in YouTube? I reviewed some videos in YouTube about censoring and truncations. But in this tutorial, you review and you learn about 3 types of censoring plus 2 types of truncation in a simple, clear, and clinical example. We have a study about the survival analysis of patients with cancer.
Don't say it like I just told you I have cancer.
Researchers aimed to follow patients from recognition of cancer to recurrence and to death. Then we have RT, means recurrence time, and this time. This study starts from 2015 to 2020, means 5 years. But to explain censoring and truncation in an example, researchers have some regulations. What's that? First regulations is that the cancer patients will be alive in 2015. But why this regulation is written? This is for left truncations, and you have to keep this regulation in your mind and remember that when I explain about left truncation in examples. Second, for all of patients, the recurrence status means yes or no is recorded. And this regulation is for right-censoring. But 3, which patients have recurrence in 2020 to 2022, means 2 years after the end of the study, means 2022. And this regulation is needed for right truncations. Then we have 3 regulations or assumptions to explain about truncation and censoring. But maybe you have another questions.
I have questioned every decision I made.
Why researchers followed patients 2 years after the end of the study? This is needed for right truncations. In other words, I want to define right truncation with use of this number. Is it definite? No, it's a contract. You can design a study and follow patients after the end of the study for 5 years. It's a contract. Okay, now I want to explain some patients with different type of censoring and truncations. For example, left censoring, right censoring, interval censoring, left truncation, and right truncations. Then come on, modern class. Okay. Okay, dear friends, I read these books and use information in these books about censoring and truncations. This book is a survival analysis with Kleinbaum and explained about censoring left, right, and interval censoring. But another book is from Klein, survival analysis by Klein, and this book explained about censoring and also truncations. But interpretations and explanations about truncations in Klein book is a little complete and difficult to understand. But in this tutorial, I tried to speak about censoring and truncations in a simple way. Okay, dear friends, now I want to review information about some patients. Patient 1 has event. These patients, in the start of this study, means 2015, recognized with cancer. In 2018 means 3 years later recurrence, and 2 years later death, died from cancer in 2020. Then this patient has event and important to study and data of this patient analyzed. Patient 2 has recurrence before the start of the study, but it's unknown. We don't know real date of recurrence. But these patients in the start of this study means 2015 important to study and followed for 4 years, and in 2019 died from cancer. This patient, since has a unknown recurrence time and we don't know about real date of recurrence, the event of this study categorized as left censoring. Information and data of these patients important to study and analyze.
Follow me.
Patient 3 important to study in 2015 with recognition of cancer and followed until the end of the study, means 2020. But this patient has no recurrence. Remember, regulation 2 has no recurrence and also has no this. And we don't know any information about recurrence time of these patients. Then this patient has right-censoring, means censored from partition of study. Information of this study important to information of these patients important to study and analyze. But patient 4 is a patient that important to study in 2015 and followed 1.5 years, and in 2016 and 2017 has a recurrence, but we don't know the exact and real recurrence time. We only know that this patient has a recurrence between 2016 and 2017. Then this patient said that has interval censoring because has a recurrence with unknown real time, but we know that this patient's recurrence is between 2016 and 2017. Data of these patients in analyzed and important to study. Patient 5 is about left truncation. Why left truncation? This patient has a recognition plus recurrence plus death before 2015, means before the start of the study. Then RT unknown, DT unknown. Remember regulation 1 that said that only patients incorporate in study that live in 2015. Since these patients died,
This patient died 5 years ago.
before 2015, data of these patients not analyzed and not incorporated in the study, and this patient has left truncation. But in the And we have patient 6. These patients incorporate and in 2015, in the start of the study and until 2020 followed, but without any recurrence and any disease. When researchers followed 2 years after 2020, noticed that these patients has recurrence in 2021.
Once you've had cancer, recurrence is your biggest fear.
Means 1 year after 2020. And since in Regulation 3 we said that we followed patients 2 years, another 2 years after the end of the study, and we noticed that these patients has recurrence in 2021, these patients has right truncations. Data of these patients not analyzed and not incorporated in the study, similar to left truncations. But now a question: what's the difference between right truncation and right censoring? It's a challenge question.
In that case, I challenge you to a battle of wits.
Okay, difference. In the end, I list some of features and some difference between right censoring and right truncations. For examples, enter to study. Enter to study in right censoring and right truncations is noun. Exit from study. In right censoring and also right truncation is noun. Recurrence time in right censoring is a noun. We don't know exact recurrence time in right censoring, but we know in right truncations, and it recorded after the end of the study. But finally, use data in study. For right censoring, we use information of patient in analyzed data and in the study, but for right truncations, we exclude information of patient with right truncation. Okay, dear friends, this tutorial is finished. But if you found this video helpful and if you want to be informed about all modern tutorials before everyone else, please subscribe our modern YouTube channels. Please share this video to your friends, to another students, and especially comment your ideas. But until the next video, have a nice day.